let this be a normal field trip? With a friend? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxing.
This is Sparta. Hello, look at LTM Movie Reviews, where I get you caught up on the oldest movies. Today's review is 300. So in 300, you got the King Leonidas of Sparta, and he's trying to fight this other German Greek mythology city, and now it's up to him and 300 men to defeat a billion Greeks or whatever they are. I forgot what they were called, but I know that he and his army have to fight these creatures that are taking over their world. So 300 to me is like the next big thing back in 2007. It was like the next big thing back in 2007. It was a big hit with critics and audiences. Had standing ovation on its opening night. I know it was the Kickstarter of Zack Snyder after he did Dawn of the Dead. But 300 was the one that got him into making these comic book type movies. After that, he would also go do Watchmen, and he would go work on a few DC movies. He'd also start the DC Cinematic Universe, and that he would be in charge a lot of DC properties. Okay, not all of them, but you get my point. So 300 is not my... Although I enjoy 300, I will admit that it's not my favorite comic book movie I've seen. Like, 300 to me is like another, let's see, what's a good way to put it? 300 to me is like another, say, The Good Dinosaur in a way. It's a good movie, but it's not comic book movie good. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. In fact, 300 is a well-written film. Has great writing, great acting. The visuals are spectacular, which I'll get into in a second. But I can't say it's as good as other comic book movies. But it's a really good movie. I mean, I enjoy 300 a lot. It's a really fun, entertaining, gruesome, and dark story. It has a lot of great visual effects, like on the wolves and the effects on the blood and everything like that. The acting's great. The guy who plays King Leonidas is a great actor. He did a fabulous job recreating the original comic. Zack Snyder's direction kind of confuses me a little bit because of how fast-paced it all is, how fast-paced the movie is, but you can really tell he was trying. But that's what kind of brings me down to it, though, is the fast pace. I understand we need fast pace in movies, but sometimes you need to kind of have to make it a little slower than usual. But that's just my opinion. The blood is very gruesome and very violent. It's a really violent, like I said, this is a pretty violent movie. It sometimes it does do well, but most of the time it does get pretty disgusting at times, which can be pretty tiring for someone who has a bad distaste for bloody horror thriller kind of movies. But that's just me. Overall, despite its flaws, 300 is a really great film. It's not perfect, in my opinion. I think it's still... If it could have focused a little bit for me more on less of the fast pacing and maybe a little bit less bloody than the like in the comic, but I think this could have been a much better experience for me. But like I said, some of the stuff in it is really good. I just think it's a little overrated. But like I said, 300 is still an awesome movie. I still give it an 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it is good. So that's all for 300. I need to go on and do Watchmen, since that's what the director of 300 did. But, we'll have to see. This is LTM, and this is Sparta. See you later, guys.
You tell us what to do, and we'll get it done.
Oh, shit! A rat!